And I actually forgot to mention that during these two and a half years of COVID, I think I probably had COVID in the beginning of it, before it all started. So like beginning of 2020, when nobody even knew that there was any virus, and I was like, I got quite sick. I had like, I thought, quite a heavy flu at the time, to the point where I couldn't like lift my arms, and I was coughing for a few months. But it was over within like 5 days, but then the consequences were quite kind of long lived. And then during all these lockdowns and the COVID period, I was actually totally fine. I never got it. And then only 3 months ago I got for the first time COVID. But again, I think that's because so yeah, I tested positive, and I think that's because I became so unfit. Literally everything was closed. I couldn't exercise, I couldn't go to saunas, I couldn't go to yoga classes. It was very stressful. I couldn't meet with my family, travel, so mentally it was just exhausting. I think the second year was really exhausting. And then actually a few weeks ago, I believe I got it again. The reason why I think I got it, I didn't do the test, but basically I lost taste and smell. Both the times it was not that bad. It felt like maybe a cold. The first time round it felt, when I tested positive, I did feel like weak in the hands and like slight temperature for 3 days. The second time I actually had low temperature, and just it felt like a normal cough, and I wouldn't think it was COVID. I just thought it was COVID before, because like day 3 or 5 I lost completely a sense of taste and smell, which was very weird. It was very strong. Like the first time round, I think it was just a slightly weird taste when I had coffee, but this time round everything I was eating, so basically the first time it was April this year, and the second time it was June this year. I didn't test the second time because we were on holiday, so I didn't even know where to test it, and I just thought it's like a normal cold, but only because I couldn't taste or smell anything for a few days. I thought, okay, maybe that was COVID again. So what I was saying, I think maybe it was harder for me to practice because I became quite unfit, and like for my lungs, actually I felt like when I'm breathing I'm a bit out of breath and short of breath. So I'm on the tram now. So that's all I wanted to say, that maybe it was much harder for me, because I could feel my heart pumping harder, and maybe I don't get as well oxygenated as before. So let's see how it goes, whether it will actually help with long COVID consequences as well. Let's see.